this is the wheelhouse, the control centre, I suppose, of the vessel, and as you can see again, we have a lot of screens around the vessel, the wheelhouse, and these are basically computers that have now been adapted to specialise in the likes of being either a radar screen or a navigation aid, or in the top corner there we have CCTV. That's mainly so that the skipper can see where the crew are, and it's for a safety thing, so that he knows not to say deploy the gear or engage some winch when the crewman might be standing in the wrong place, or just to see if there's an incident around the vessel. We have lots of this particular vessel has just gone through a survey, so to show the surveyor, the skipper has taken out all the life jackets to make sure they're all up to date. They have the lights, the whistles, the reflective strips, the proper straps, and that they have to have this wheel sign. So there's the life jacket is not just a life jacket. There's all sorts of stuff that the guys have to do. Just like on an airplane, they tell you how to strap it and secure it. If actually, this is just a small point, but very important, if you're ever even out for leisure, they have what on the vessels, they will give you, hopefully the guy, when you're going out, or if you have your own vessel, they will give you a life jacket, and you clip one here, which is just a normal one around the front, around the belly, but here you have what they call it's called a crotch strap, and that goes down and between the legs and up again, a little bit comfortable. Some people are a little bit shy about wearing it, but to be honest with you, if you don't wear that, when you're wearing that, you may as well not wear it at all. This will stop the life jacket if you have to jump into the water, riding up around your neck and floating off and being useless. And if you happen to be unconscious, the crotch strap will keep it tight around you, and it's a safety, the most important safety part of the life jacket. As you can see as well, he's been asked to get new signs to emergency exits, so if there's a fire or emergency on board, the crew will know where to go to get out, or if there's a stranger aboard and maybe not so familiar with the boat, and he has to also put on different signs so that again everybody knows where what certain parts of the vessel are used for. Here we have all the communications equipment mainly on this panel, and we've done this on a different vessel, but again it's the same thing. The skipper communications, I'd say, are most important, and this is his autopilot as well, so he just turns this wheel when he wants to change the direction of the vessel, and that will allow for tides, winds and sea conditions, and we'll work off a sensor off a compass, which will give the vessel the heading that it wants to go in. Here he has an alarm panel, so if there's overheating or different, I'm not sure if this fire or water levels, but it could be a mixture of both, to alert the skipper if there's an issue. Here's a VHF, another old style VHF, the old sailors. They are great old machines that last forever, and another ICOM marine VHF, or sorry, high frequency marine radio, which gives you the long distance. We used to call that the big set, but nowadays, because of technology, they're the same size as the VHFs almost. And here, most importantly, you have the radio, so you can get your RTE or music or whatever. So yes, and then they're a lot of the time they're duplicated as well for safety reasons. This is the winch control panel, and I'm certainly not going to touch any of these buttons or controls, because these are what will haul the gear up and down. Now the engines are off, so it's safe, but still I won't touch them. And these are for the different different winches, and some of them will lower and drop and pull the booms back up, and then some of them are for the actual main winches, winch drums, for delivering dropping the beams to the seabed and hauling them back up again. And we have emergency stops over here as well, So if the skipper sees an issue with something, he can hit that straight away, and it will stop all the any machinery moving in case there's a crewman. Hopefully not, but maybe there's a case of somebody hand might get caught or something like that. So that's so there's an awful lot of safety equipment aboard these vessels, and I think people who don't get a chance to come aboard boats will be very surprised. And here we're only scratching the surface. There's so much other stuff going on with electronic equipment that will be in contact with satellite, like EPIRBs, search and rescue transponders, which sets out that a helicopter or a lifeboat will be able to see a special beacon, electronic beacon, that they're able to pick up quickly and locate the vessel or the life raft. Obviously there's life rafts, there's flares, there's rocket flares for putting ropes ashore to so they can pull the crewmen off by if they're up against say a cliff or something like that, and many more items which will be coming across as we go through the vessels over the next couple of weeks or months. So that's the wheelhouse of the Willie Joe, and yeah, as you can see, she's extremely well kept, nice and clean, and everything is in its place. So again, it's an important issue that the skipper and the crew know exactly where everything is should they need it.